Okay, I'm going to give everybody here an overview of the entire site from start to finish, and I'm going to do it really fast. So let's try to see what we can fit in this quick little 5 minutes here. Okay, starting off, button styles. Okay, this little stack here kind of just demonstrates kind of different button styles are available, checkboxes, radio buttons, that kind of thing. If I pull up the button tool, I can move different buttons around. I can change the icon of the buttons. I can come in and actually script something for one of these buttons. So actually let me add another button. So I'll go ahead and drag this over here, resize this, maybe change the text on it to say hello world. Okay, and then I'm actually going to change the size, make it bigger, Arial black, okay, world, and then maybe add a little script for it. My mouse up. Okay, I can do that, and then close the script, and then I can actually immediately interact with it because TileStack automatically regenerates the client-side code that's necessary for this. So there you go, it's working. Okay, so moving on here, what else we got? We got fields we can add. So if I wanted to add a field, I could do that, put it in here like this, switch over then off the field tool, and I can type a value in the field. Okay, so I can also change colors of things. So if I go back to the field tool, I can make this field right here, for instance, say an orange color, and then I can do really cool stuff too with the message box. Message box allows you to basically type one-line script statements, one-line speak statements. So for instance, I can say the number of buttons, okay, 12. I can then say give me the name of button 1, it happens to be transparent. Okay, I can then say stuff like set the color of button opaque to, say, green. Okay, it changes to green immediately. Okay, so it's a way to allow you to do interactions with your components without having to actually script it. It allows you to do very rapid development like that. So, okay, so that's what message box can do. Going back to the main thing here. Okay, what else we got in here? Okay, let's go old school for a minute. Got some background art. This is old background art stack. People used to use these backgrounds for the backgrounds of their stacks. All sorts of goodies in here. Okay, what else we got? It's kind of cool. Got the old addresses stack from HyperCard. Okay, so you could go ahead and add some addresses, and that's actually how we handle errors, what you just saw down there at the bottom. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and look at something else. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, well here's the chess stack. This is pretty cool. It allows you to actually drag things around, or drag a chess piece around rather, and place it on different spots on the chessboard. This is actually done in one line of code, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and just show that real quick. Okay, what we've got here is set the location of button 1 to the mouse location. Okay. On, mouse still down, do that, and that by itself is enough to allow you to do cool stuff like this. Okay, so let's go back here, confirm that we don't want to save. Okay, what other cool, oh, I jumped to the stack, so we can go back to the home here. Okay, we also got a cool little widget stack here. This is one of our cats, and you can see as I move around and do different things like move the mouse over the eye and whatnot and nose, the cat essentially tries to say something. Okay, so this is actually really easy to implement, and I can actually do neat stuff like I can actually tell it to say stuff programmatically in the message box. I could say hello TileStack people. Okay, and then it actually does it, and that's all just because of the way that the code underneath this is. So definitely check that out. Okay, what other cool stacks do we got that we want to show real quick? Shake Disappear is pretty cool. This is actually an OSX widget that was imported. So, dashboard widget. Rob Rohan went ahead and brought this in. He had published it previously on Apple.com as a cool little widget. The idea being that you click on the scroll here and it actually insults you in Shakespearean words. You can also click on the head here and it shows you essentially the vocabulary that it uses to assemble the insults, which is kind of cool. Okay, so the other thing that's really neat here is that if you do come across a stack that's pretty cool, like I thought this one was pretty neat. A user actually submitted this, and it allows you to zoom in on the text. It's very simple, but the idea of taking the magnifying glass and overlaying it on a piece of text and allowing you to kind of just zoom in, and it actually gives you kind of this effect that it's zooming in is pretty neat. So when you find something cool, you can definitely rate it. I could be like, yeah, this is awesome. So go ahead and give it 5 stars for me. Okay, I can also add a comment, which I did before. Sweet, simple, but cool. So I'll go back here. Okay, so we've got some more stacks here that are interesting. Yes, it's interesting to see some of these other stacks that people have brought in. So for instance, let's see what headlines looks like. Okay, this is a relatively, obviously old school stack, but it's pretty neat that we actually got this all importing and everything. Other things you can do is come in and look at the people who have joined. You've got kind of your recently joined list, you can sort by that. People who have published the most, okay. So we've got these 2 people who have published different stacks, community members, and then we've got the community section. So we've got our blog, we've got discussion forums where we're trying to definitely get people talking with each other about what's going on here. And we've got some frequently asked questions to try to help answer anything that people might want to know. And you can actually access the community section without having to have a TileStack account. So definitely check that out. Well, that's about all the time I got. Hope you liked what you saw, and there'll be more to come. Thanks.